Just got in for a long day at work. Whew, man, I got there at 11:30. I'm just getting in the house at 11 o'clock. But again, it's all about who you meet. Shaking hands with millionaires is crazy. And I'm not the only one. Our company is an executive chauffeur company. And not only that, I chauffeured for 2 outside agencies today. So it wasn't just who I work for, but we get work farmed out to us from other executive limo companies because they may not be able to cover, the clientele that they have. So I picked up two. Hold on. I picked up 2 clients that not part of my company at all today, and you never know who you're going to meet. I'm not going to mention any names because that's not a good thing to do. But yeah. Anytime I get a millionaire, I'll put their name on it, and I was going to put it away. So it was a millionaire tip, and I got a millionaire tip. Even the job called me. It was like, "Hey, everything all right? Because something happened." Blah 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 blah. I said, "Don't even worry about it. Taken care of. I got that." You sure? Yep. Everything is fine. No complaints. I even got a tip from a millionaire. Again. So look, it is what it is. It's not who you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And you never know who you know might be interested in you. And I take the opportunity because I share my number and I share my pictures with them as I pick up my clients. It's easy for them. Just, we get their numbers. So we can just call them and say, well, look, I text, look, I'm here. I'm waiting for you at this particular place in the airport, blah, blah, blah. Was this Newark? I went to Newark today. I had a drop off and a pickup at Newark. So I went up there with a gentleman that's in the pharmaceuticals. So I talked to him all the way. We talked all the way to Newark today. So I talked with him, and then I picked up a client from Newark. And they were cool too. Dad, what was his name? He gave me a tip. Him and his wife. And when we got to his house, his wife had a freaking a BMW X3 M. I'm like, what car is this? He said, oh, this is my wife's car. I'm like, I must have been driving too slow for you. I must have been totally driving too slow. And I put her to sleep. All the way from Newark to their house. Put her to sleep. He stayed up, got a tip from him, and he had a 5 Series BMW. I'm like, oh, my family. Oh, you never know who you're going to meet. Cha-ching, tip. Then they said, well, look, run down the airport, pick up somebody else. Couldn't find out something happened. It was a snafu. Didn't matter. Did they complain? Did not complain at all. Yeah, you sure? Look, everything is taken care of. They knew something was wrong, but we talked about it like 5 minutes and we took care of business. I took care of business. I made sure they got what they needed done. Bada bing, bada boom. Got home, let me walk around his outside. It was dark too. Described his home to me and everything. Of course, a couple $1 million home. I'm trying to tell y'all just don't know. Y'all play too much. Y'all capping. Y'all out here fake capping, and y'all ain't got no receipts. Y'all ain't got no. So I would say you don't have any receipts. Y'all ain't got no receipts. You're just fronting. Stop capping. Oh, Cat said it well, and I'm accepting this. What Cat said. Put on your star player and stop faking the game. If you're not a star player, don't be a star player. I mean, whether you got boobs or whether you got a penis, stop. If you're not a star player, stop acting like you're a star player. You got 2 receipts. That means nothing to nobody except yourself. You don't have any worldwide receipts. You don't have any major receipts. Stop it. And I said it to say I'm entertaining an offer. To sell my musical catalog, my publishing, and my trademark. $300,000. I built a long legacy over these years. I went in hard, but it's everything. Everything. The fragrance thing, all that, all of it got to go. All of it's built under one umbrella, under the Hollow Media Group. And I'm $300,000. It's not a lot of money, for real. Not for all the work I put in here. You know what I mean? $300,000 is 3 years of Scepter. I'm making $100,000 a year of Scepter. We still got some guys hustling like that now. So $300,000 is really not a lot of money. I've been a millionaire. I've already seen $1 million. Most of us at Scepter have seen $1 million. You know what I mean? I made $100,000 over 10 years. That's $1 million a year. That's $1 million. I've been a millionaire. $300,000 for a brand that I built over the lifetime. That's not a lot of money. I can go back and work for Scepter and make $300,000 and keep my brand. So I don't know. I don't want to sell out my brand. I don't want to sell out everything I've created, everything I've done on the internet. I'm gonna put a video of people I met tonight. I'm getting ready, like I said, I'm getting ready to go to a whole nother level, man. Hanging around in Philly, hanging around in Chestnut Hill, going to freaking Jules and all that craziness, man. Not even worth my time anymore. Now we going out to New Hope. We going to New Hope. We gonna hang out in New Hope. That's where we going. We going with the millionaires and just dilly-dallying around having beers. That's where we're going to start hanging out at. Once a week. I was told by the valet guys tonight. I'll put that video up also. I'll upload it. Of me talking to them. I went to this place. I don't even want to tell you where the place is because I don't want y'all coming up there messing up the whole vibe. Because y'all ain't ready. Y'all stay down here in the hood. Y'all stay outside in Chestnut Hill. Y'all stay down here. Because if you ain't over in White Marsh, you ain't doing nothing anyway. So y'all stay down here. Don't bring it behind up where I'm going to New Hope. Stay down here. Get up there messing it up down there. Come down there starting fights and cussing and all kind of crazy, especially black women. We don't bring no black women down there. I'm not trying to see no black women down there. Not all black women. I got some super black women in my life that don't walk around cussing and fussing and creating trouble. But I'm just saying, I'm going for a whole new demographic. I'm going for a whole nother situation because, heaven willing, I'll be 64 this year. I've had enough. I really had enough of the same old thing. You know what I mean? I'm past that point. And again, I worked hard for my legacy. I worked hard for all of this. I worked hard with the music I put out. I worked hard with the people I worked for, worked with. I worked hard to get where I'm at while working for Scepter for 36 years. I worked hard. Everything I've done. But do I want to sell my legacy for $300,000? Which really is, like I said, not a lot of money. And probably not. We're not going to do that. I mean, and the thing about it is if I start hanging up New Hope, then I'll find a vehicle for my music being sold. Because the black community would never buy my music because they just not on my level. And I got that. They say they love my music. Oh, love you. You love you. And won't raise a dime, won't raise a freaking fingernail to try to download a piece of my music. So no, I don't have no time for that. I'm going where people appreciate me. I'm going to hang out up there where people appreciate me, especially the millionaires that I've been meeting. And I'm going to take that millionaire $20 tip, write his name on there. I'm going to put that in my millionaire tip jar. All my tips for millionaires will go in a tip jar. Now, how many of you have met millionaires? How many of you had the opportunity to powwow, talk junk with millionaires while you're in a car with them? And then get tips. Get invited to their house. I've been invited to a house up in Newtown. I got to hit him tomorrow. I haven't got a much. If somebody gives you an invitation, you can't turn down an invitation to people who got money. You can't do that. That's crazy. That's insult. This person said, come on up, bring some of your albums, because I got albums. And he got a lot of equipment, or I got that too, as you can see, but I got albums behind it. And he said, come on, I got this audiophile stereo system. We can listen to your album, my albums, drink some beer, and relax. I'm so tired of Philly. I'm so tired of these black folk fronting like they got something going on, and they're just half-assing it. I'm done with it. I've had enough of it. Oh, you going up there and hang with the white people? No, I'm going up there and hang with the people. With the people. That's what I'm about to do. And again, I'm not selling my legacy. I'm not selling my brand for $300,000. So that offer was a nice offer. But yeah, I can't sell out for that. That's not money. That's not money. It'll be a beautiful thing to have, but it's not money. Plus, I have to pay taxes on it. And I'm not giving up my catalog that I built, my 270 songs that I built. That's in the catalog with BMI. Not 270 songs. Ain't gonna happen. There's a lot of work. This ain't no amateur night, dear Apollo. This ain't no 270 songs that somebody just talked into an AI and made 270 songs. From the rip, with these right here, and this right here, $300,000 is really kind of an insult, but it's okay. I understand. Got to turn a profit. I'll turn the profit. I just won't do it with black people. I'm going to go where my profit is from now on. And I took this job for one reason and one reason only. Not because I know how to drive, not because I've driven everything under the sun with Scepter. Bus, trolley, started on trolley, then went the bus, then went to the L, and then went the subway. I've driven four pieces of machinery for Scepter. Been on aircraft carriers out in the middle of the ocean. Look, stop playing. No. My character, my legacy is much more than $300,000. I can't sell that. That'd be embarrassing for me to do that. That'd be a sellout. So we're not going to do that. We're going to write a book about what I do. We're going to keep on popping. We're going to keep working on this album. We're going to keep thinking heavily for what we do. And we're going to move to a whole nother demographic. Because when a millionaire invites you to their house and say, bring some albums or listen to some music. Yeah. So y'all keep doing what y'all do. Y'all keep playing around in the hood and keep playing and slaving for other people. And I'll keep doing RaJuR Real Deep Cool stuff. Google it. Now I'm going to go to sleep because I've been driving all day. Meeting millionaires. I got to go. Night. And thank the heavenly. $300,000.